And welcome back. This is part 2 on the combo tutorial. We're gonna pick up where we left off and let's get back right to it. Okay, so now we gotta animate. First I'm gonna add another layer and gonna be a guide layer. Remember, right click, guide. You're gonna see the little ruler thing there. Then what I'm gonna do is get out of here. Thank you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this, just a color that is different from everything else, and what I'm gonna do is just mark where the hits are. So there, and I do this so later on I can edit the other character and know where he's gonna be in the future. So I know that this is gonna be up here. Okay, wait, before that, let's add swooshies. I love swooshies. You know what a swooshie is? Do you know what a swooshie is? Swooshie. A swooshie is pretty much the trail that, like, the after effect of a hit that leaves behind. I call it swooshy because it makes the sound, you know, the type of thing. So this is how you make a swooshy. You press the rectangle or key R in your keyboard. You want no outline, and then you just make a square. It's gonna be hard to see, so if you want, you can go to command. You can make a layer underneath of a different color, or you can just go to what I do, which is modify document. And then you're gonna get this window, and then background color over here, you just make it something different. Let's go for a darker gray, and then now this looks way more sinister, I guess you can say. I don't know if you guys can see it better. Let's go with blue. Blue is always more of a nice. Whoa, that's bright. Anyway, that's bright. Hope you guys are not having a seizure right now. We make 2 blank keyframes because I only need it for 1 frame, which is where the hit goes. Here, press the R for rectangle, then I make a white rectangle. With the V for the selection tool, I go over her, and then you see on the onion skin, right over here, you can see where the punch starts. That's where I'm gonna start the swooshy. I call it swooshy. And then using the selection tool, I'm gonna bend the edges of the swooshy. You might call it something different, I don't know. That's fine, you can call it whatever you want. I call it swooshy. This, and then blank keyframe, because that's all we need it for. And then the next punch, start from there to there. So keyframe, go to the first one, rectangle, press R, make 1, and then start it from where the punch starts, from way back here. And if you want to make, if you only got 4 edges, but if you want to make a new edge, you can press either Alt, and then on the side you're gonna see the curve on your cursor. You can press Alt and make a new one, or you can also press Control. It's all about really preference, since both of them do the same thing. I got used to Control. I know other people use Alt. No difference, it does the same thing. The only difference that it does do is if you press Control and you move it to the side, it copies it. So if you don't want to copy the thing, you press just Alt. Because just press Alt. It'll save you time. If you want to copy the swooshy or the other symbol or whatever you got going on, you press Control and then you click on it and you move it and it copies it for you. So now that we added the swooshies, this whole thing looks like this. It helps if you use a gradient as well. So if you go to your colors, my colors are on this screen over here. So you go colors, you're going to change it to linear gradient, and then where it's black, you change it to, click on it, and then you can make it white. And now you have two whites. One of them you're going to make it alpha. Let's go with 15 just for the sake of, just for funsies. Just for funsies. Make sure it's white. So now we got this gradient. And G is the bucket tool. Oh wait, no, it's K. Photoshop users know that happens sometimes. So I make a line to like kind of like see where the direction where the gradient is gonna go. The longer the line, the more subtle the gradient is. The shorter, the more like, the more it is. Like, see? Longer. Shorter. Longer. Shorter. So it's like that. And now it's time to animate our friend, the opponent. So let's animate this guy. So I marked this guy. I made this mark because I'm gonna make him yellow now because I want yellow. So I'm marking where the punches go, so that my bro here can react to them. So here we got the situation where he goes airborne and then he's gonna get kicked as he lands. So with this, what I usually do is I start with the end in mind. So you press a new keyframe, and then I'm gonna put him where I want him. So we got this. Start with the end in mind. So I actually work backwards. So that's why we go here to our onion skin, and I start going backwards. And here I move this little circle thingy, and what this thing does is the anchor point. For example, it's right there in the center, so if I rotate it, it'll rotate around there. However, if I change it over to this side, if I rotate it, it will rotate according to that point over there. See? So I should grab this and rotate it around the feet because he's gonna start swinging. Because again, my bro Newton says that an object in motion stays in motion. So this is held on, but this is still free. So it needs to keep moving. So now let's see, I think I forgot what I told you guys, that everything moves at the same time, so I think his hands are like just like up. Yeah, see? So his hands, just like, so I gotta like add a little bit of move. So now let's check what we got. No, I think it's just laggy. To avoid all that, first let's add the heads. So now it's time for us to add the heads. I'm gonna go add one, and then another one different for his head, add two, and that's just because we don't want to get confused. And the way I do it is that I grab the eyedropper and then I grab whatever color it is, have no outline, so it's just the fill. Grab O, press O, where you can click over here, shift, and you can make a circle. If you unpress shift, then you get this weird bleh of whatever you can make it. But if you press shift, it will make a perfect circle. So we want to make the head a perfect circle. We grab it, and then his head too, so grab his head over her. So now here comes the fun part, which is go over everything and then just add head movement. And for this, I'm just gonna be pressing F6 and the arrow keys because I guess I prefer it that way. Let me just remove these lines. And also head size is your own personal preference. I got people to say that my heads are too big, some people that say my heads are too small. My heads, alright? Leave me alone. If you don't like them, make your own. And also the head is gonna add so much more dimension to this animation. And as you see here, it's interfering with the gray one, so I gotta change the layer to down here, so it's save it. now let's go ahead and have his head animated right on top of the opponent. So now we got change the color, click here, I drop that O shift, make the head. It's pretty good. And again, I'm just using the arrow keys. And also, quick thing, if you only use the arrow keys, the movements will be more minute. If you press shift, the movements will be a little bit longer, so it's faster if you press shift. So there we go. So now to see the final product, we go to Control Enter, says the movie. Select those, and this is where you go back and you redefine. Like I feel like that took too long, so I'm gonna go select everything, right click, and then remove frames. And it's just pretty much a give and take of like, they need to go faster, they need to go slower, like that. I don't need that. There was no movement there. I don't need that. And there's little things that you find out later. So let's see how I save it, and then again the test. Yeah, looks better. F5. Remove these, just so everything is the same length. Save it again. And now, the last thing that we're gonna do on this is add the VCam. The VCam is what is the cherry on top. VCam, and the VCam you can get it, and I've provided it in the description below. I've uploaded the file, and I'm gonna open the file. Ooh, yeah, this one. So I'm gonna. This is what you'll get in your file. So what you go is you control copy it, and then you just paste it into a layer that is labeled VCam. Then I'm gonna resize it, and then what this is a camera inside Flash. So what it does is that it reacts to anything that is inside is what you see. So when we're gonna use it is to accentuate the hits. So and here I will use only the arrow keys. You can also tween this. So, oh, I left the head up there. See? Another little mistake that I just found out. So I'm gonna hide it, put this where the head's supposed to go. There we go. Go back to animating this. And I just added camera shakes to make it seem like that hit was so much harder than it really was. So I'm gonna open my documents, what I just did, the one before. Let me find it. It's right here. So here's, memorize this, or at least remember this. This is how it used to look, just by itself. See the difference? You see the difference that the camera does. Once you add it, everything looks so much more. So even, let's delete these words. Let's change this ugly background to just the default white. And let's make for the floor, let's take that line out and make like gradient. So go to color, solid, linear gradient, and let's have a rectangle. Save it. Now play it. Wait. Nope. Because you can't see the swooshies. That's the thing. The swooshies are not visible. So we need to make it so that we can actually see them. So I'm going to change the color just a slight grayish. Yeah. Well, let's make it a little bit darker. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Now we're talking. So delete that. Save it. And now we can see the swooshies full action. Boo pop, in the face. Yeah, suck it. Boo ba, boo ba, boo ba, boo ba. Yeah. And this is pretty much how you do a combo. And I hope you enjoyed learning. Hopefully you actually learned. Maybe you're like, this guy sucks. Hopefully you did not say that or thought about that. Because if you did, I will cry myself to sleep. Also, if you like to see all of this in action, you can check out my other videos. My series Stickman Can't Fight. I have up to episode 7 and episode 8. It's in the works. Like me on Facebook, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Also, I got a live stream that I do once every sometimes. I usually upload or post when I do that. And that is it for today. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you some other time in the future.